Anyways, he wrapped up by saying service revenues are up, customer ads are up. Quote, it's a great time to be at T-Mobile. All right, and we'll leave that topic at that. Final topic for the show. Last piece in tonight's show. T-Mobile is dropping the cost of the T-Mobile home internet pricing. So here's what's happened over the last month. 1 month ago, the T-Mobile home internet was $50 per month on autopay. They raised it. It went from $50 to $60. So what was originally $50 per month with autopay recently increased to $60 with autopay. I think $60 is too much. I don't think the $60 price point was working for them. I think that's one of the reasons why they're resorting back to the $50 price point. Unfortunately, the T-Mobile home internet product is not worth $60. At $50, it's a much better value proposition. You guys got to keep in mind, there are certain issues that the T-Mobile home internet product comes with. There's risk of you not having a good experience with it. I'm not saying that if you try T-Mobile home internet, it's not going to work for you. I'm saying that it's a well-documented situation that the T-Mobile home internet is flawed for a lot of people. And I think T-Mobile understands that. So I think they're backtracking the price increase because it wasn't working for them. I think sales probably slowed down. I think people started to probably return the product. There's a lot of things that could have happened. But me personally, I think the demand is down. I think they weren't selling it as well. And that's why they're bringing the price back from $60 to $50 with autopay. Also, I think maybe they're getting stock back. That's a possibility. They've been having supply issues for the 5G gateway. You know, the trash can looking thing from Nokia. By the way, guys, the Nokia hardware, the gateway, is absolutely atrocious. It is horribly unreliable. It gave me trouble when I had the service. It failed, it overheated. It's been plagued by those functionality issues, disconnecting, failing, losing NR 5G connectivity, like N41 stops working, N71 stops working. They need a better solution long term. They need a better supplier, honestly. In fact, I think the LT box had less problems. For those of you with the LT home internet product from T-Mobile, I don't know. I haven't heard many bad things about the T-Mobile home internet with the white box, the LT box, but I've been hearing a lot of trouble, with the trash can Nokia gateway, the 5G gateway. It was problematic for me. I can tell you that. So along with the supply issue was the hardware issue. I think also the pricing. So there's a couple of situations there. I think, unfortunately, this is just part of the game. They tried to sell it at 60, and I think it didn't work out for them. They obviously want to monetize their 5G. They want to sell you on it, and they got to be able to monetize so that they can upgrade the network. They're going to have to spend. T-Mobile's biggest issue in competing with Verizon and AT&T has always been they can't spend like them. So they're going to have to do that. One of the issues with the T-Mobile home internet that people keep forgetting, and I really hope that they do, the T-Mobile home internet is really deprioed. Really. And I've done this at home when I had the T-Mobile home internet and I was using my T-Mobile line on my Samsung Galaxy S20. My S20 was faster, right? So it got priority over the T-Mobile home internet. And honestly, when you look at the deprio, when you look at the hardware issues, it's just $60 ain't going to do it. Even $50 is a stretch. I just saw Dennis chime in. He was saying even at 50, it's a hard sell. Comcast is giving 100 by 5 for $30. Fios 200 by 200 at 40. And that's the thing, Dennis. I mean, if somebody's got those options, then you're right. But I think this is going to be a situation where if T-Mobile's like one of your few options, at $50 it's a slam dunk. At $60 it's a stretch. It may not even be an option. What's up, Jay? Good to see you, man. As of right now, they're still advertising the T-Mobile home internet is $60 with auto pay on the website. I think that'll be dropped pretty soon and adjusted. So be on the lookout for that. It's being reported on a couple of T-Mobile news sites that it will be dropping. I think a lot of people are returning the service too. It's not living up to expectations. So, I don't know. I can't personally recommend the T-Mobile home internet because of how bad my experience was. Obviously, you would have to try on your own, you know, and if it's good at your market, if it's reliable in your market, maybe it's an option. It's definitely not an option here in the CLE. What they did to my connectivity made it atrocious, unreliable. I used to have 40 megahertz of band 41. They reduced it to 20, and then they got rid of band 41 completely, all in 2 months. I used to have a 20 megahertz band 25. They reduced it to 10. Now it's 5 megahertz. I used to have a 5 megahertz band 26. Now it's 3. They have been reducing the bandwidth on my home site for a couple of months. So the service just got slower and slower. The video was buffering. The reliability was the biggest issue. Buffering video, hours of downtime. I mean, there was one time it was out for like 20 hours. You know what, Robert, saying T-Mobile home works as well as CenturyLink in Denver. I hear T-Mobile's good in Colorado. So no surprises there that it's worked out for you. It's just not good here. The T-Mobile network in Cleveland is just bad. I'd say over the course of the last week, I've lost signal on my T-Mobile line 6 or 7 times. Like just completely just went out. No rhyme or reason. Just disconnects. And it doesn't even matter where I'm at. One time I was at work. One time I was at home. One time I was at the gym. One time I was, in transit to work, driving across multiple cities. I don't know. It's just, it has not been good here. The whole T-Mobile Sprint merger it's a mess in the CLE. So keep all that into account. T-Mobile home internet is low on the priority list. Gets deprioed heavily. It's bottom of the totem pole. They've got issues with the hardware. It doesn't really compete with cable. It's more of a modest offering. Keep that in mind. If you've got a bad cable company, bad products, bad services, they treat you bad, they've stolen money from you, they're evil. If you got limited or no options, if you're waiting on Starlink, those types of things, then yeah, give T-Mobile home internet a shot. At $50 a month, I think it's more doable. But at $60, it's a hard sell. It really is, in my opinion.